fourth down, and LSU will have to bring the kicker in. That's Damian Ramos.
And a great job of still finishing the play, even though they had a penalty. A little pick play for Lacey up top. Jalen Smith never poked through and get that ball out. Great job by Jalen Smith.
Ramos from the 21, hash mark left, a 31-yard field goal. Shouldn't be much of an effort for him, you wouldn't think. With a minute 51 to go in the game, this is to tie the game. Even if he misses this, they've still got all three of their times out remaining, and they could get the ball back if the Trojans can't do anything with it offensively. Here's the set, the kick, and it's good. And we are all even. All right. That's a win for the Trojan defense.
Yeah, especially after that big coverage bust right there, allowing LSU to get down the field. You're not feeling so great if you're a Trojan fan. The momentum's swelling, and they're able to, right, all night. They've done it all night. Pete's able to put that backbone up right there and not let the LSU get in that end zone.
1:47 remaining in regulation time. The minutes that men are made of and legends.
Yes, names are born.
9 plays, 61 yards, 353. Nice time-consuming drive, but not all of it. Remember now, LSU still has 3 times out. The Trojans are going to try to move the ball down the field and try to get a field goal to win the game. But they've got to be careful to not give the ball back to LSU so LSU can do the same.
Yeah, they still got to work their offense here.
It's do or die time.
Got to pick up the chains here.
Let's see what Zachariah Branch has up his sleeves. The cardinal-colored sleeves.
What a ball game, Pete. Week 1.
Not a bad way to start the season.
Gia's over here freaking out.
Kickoff is being handled by Aaron Burrell, who may be a long-distance specialist compared to Ramos. He gets the boot away, and it will go through the back of the end zone. So I guess he is a long-distance specialist. Wow, that was a pretty good boot. 25-yard line. Got to get to the 30, right? Give or take?
Yep. And even then, you don't feel great.
Well, but I'll take it. 30-yard line, what they're looking for. So 25, 30, 45 yards in a minute 47. And they still have the timeout.
It's Miller time, baby.
How'd they keep that timeout in their pocket? How'd that happen? Miller time, huh? All right. I'll go there. McCree, slotted left. Zachariah Branch, wide left. Miller Moss talking to the officials. The officials talking to the sideline. Not sure what's going on. Branch and Hudson wide to the left. And the Trojans, they're going to put the ball at the center of the field rather than on one hash mark or the other. All right.
And the LSU fans really don't like when they move the ball in the hash. For some reason. McCree,
tight end, strong left. Branch and Hudson this way. Jacoby Lane that way. Woody Marks the one back. Moss, junior quarterback, throws to Marks out of the backfield, catches the 20, steps into the 25, out to the 30, to the 30-and-a-half-yard line. Let's give him 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 at the 30. Let's see how LSU plays this. With their times out, minute 28 and the clock running. Trojans and Tigers tied at 20. Moss on 2nd down and 5 from his own 30. Throws underneath. Jacoby Lane catches at the 33 and works his way to the 35-and-a-half. He makes the first down by a half a yard. Clock stops to move the chains. A minute 15 and the clock now running. Left in the game. Trojans need some longer plays than this. They've got to get to the other guy's 30-yard line, and that's still some 35 yards away, and time is running out. Moss throws over the middle. That's a diving catch by Zachariah Branch at the 44-yard line. 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1. 54 seconds remaining in regulation time.
They're not going to call their timeout.
Got to get one big play. You got one timeout. You could use it somewhere. Crowd screaming and roaring. Full house here at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. A 20-all tie. Hand off to Marks. Into the line. They'll have to call the timeout now as he gets out close to the 50-yard line. He'll get the first down to the 48. It'll stop the clock to move the chains with 35 seconds remaining. Trojans line up quickly, huffing and puffing. Big Emmanuel Pregnon a little slow to get back to the party. Clock continues to run. Trojans looking for about 20 yards to have a shot at a field goal to win the game. Moss back to pass, throws, near side, caught out of bounds. That's Kyron Hudson at the LSU 42-yard line, and they're closing in on at least field goal range with 22 seconds remaining in the contest in regulation time. A 20-20 tie, SC and LSU. Branch and Hudson over to the near side. Clock stopped because the ball went out of bounds. McCree, the tight end, strong right. Split wide to the right side. Jacoby Lane, and then further out, Woody Marks. Empty backfield for Miller Moss. Moss calling out the signals, waiting for the snap of the ball. He gets it. The rush is on. Moss, quick throw, knocked away at the line. Incomplete pass, second down, 18 seconds remaining in the game. They're at the 42, got to get to about the 30, and that would be a 46-yard field goal. This right now would be a 59-yard field goal.
Yeah, got a lot of space up there to the top, the far side of the field here. Look for him to work something over there. You see Jacoby Lane over there. That's been his guy today.
Lane and Marks to the far side. Branch and Hudson to the near. Tight end McCree on the right side. They're pointing at the Trojans as if somebody moved.
Like a Lonnie Noah on that.
And I think they did, and they're going to back them up 5. That's a big 5.
Yeah, I can't.
They're talking about it and whether or not there was a disconcerting defensive signal or not.
Yeah, I can't have it right there.
They haven't done anything yet. And what's the ref say?
False start.
Yep.
Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Not a lot of penalties. That one certainly came at an inopportune moment. It'll move the ball back to the 47. SC not in field goal range to be sure now. Makai Lemon and Lane and Woody Marks up to the far side. Branch and Hudson to the near. This is 2nd and 15 from the 47. Got to get to about the 30. 18 seconds left in the game. Moss throws. It is caught by Kyron Hudson inside the 30. Flag is down. The ball at the 32-yard line. The flag is down, and I don't know what it's for, but it may be an unsportsmanlike call or a late hit. Let's find out.
I think it's a targeting, Pete. It looked like it was a hard hit.
Ball is at the 27-yard line. There are 13 seconds remaining in the game.
The result of the play is a first down. Personal foul, targeting, defense number 2. The previous play is under further review. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That'll move the ball from the 27 to the 12-yard line. Jordan down on the field. What do you know, buddy?
Well, I actually think it might end up being a bad break that they called targeting. I thought they'd call hitting a defenseless receiver, which is not reviewable. Targeting is now going to be reviewable. Oh, it's targeting. Don't worry about it. He's going to be ejected. That was helmet to helmet. I thought maybe it was just hitting a defenseless receiver, but now watching it on the replay, that looks like textbook targeting. The defender led with the crown of his helmet, hit Kyron Hudson in the helmet, and what a day Kyron Hudson's had. He's had a couple in his hands he's dropped, and he's made 2 of the most spectacular catches you'll ever see, and now he's put USC in a winning position.
This is Jordan Gilbert, who will miss the Nichols State game for all it's worth for LSU next week. Just a good hit.
And the targeting takes away from a hell of a throw by Miller Moss and a hell of a catch by Kyron Hudson. Another one-handed grab. Miller Moss puts it right on his guy, right between the 2 layers of defense right there on the sideline. Big time throw for Miller Moss.
So everybody gets to catch their breath, including you at home, all of our listeners, everyone standing here at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, on both sides of the field and on all levels of the field. 20-20 tie. No scoring in the first. It was 10-10 at the half. LSU led 17-13. Trojans got a touchdown. They go up 20-17 in the fourth quarter from Moss to Jacoby Lane, a 28-yarder. And then a field goal of 31 yards for LSU with just under 2 minutes to play. Tied the game, and the Trojans have moved the ball so far from the 25-yard line to the LSU 27, not counting the penalty if it is a penalty, and it hasn't been called an official penalty yet.
Yeah.
They're still taking a look at it. Please be with us for the Modelo locker room report.
We got to get Jordan to check on Michael Lance down there. How's he feeling down there? Young Michael Lance, 96. He's put some through the uprights, but he has missed one today too.
All right, we listen to the Trojan band playing Fight On. We wait for the referee's decision as to whether or not a 15-yard penalty will be assessed. Right now, if it stays at the 27, and you don't get any more yards, it's a 43-yard field goal. Not a gimme.
Nope.
I mean, nothing is. He missed a 29-yarder earlier.
After further review, the ruling on the field of a catch stands. The ruling on the field of targeting is confirmed. Number 2 is disqualified for the remainder of the game. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
So not the 12, but half the distance from the 27, about the 13 and a half.
It's a little bit closer, Pete.
For sure. With 13 seconds left, don't you just take a knee?
You get it where...
But LSU has times out.
You get it on the field where you want it.
I don't think you want to run a play and risk a handoff even. Just take the snap and take
Miller
a knee.
Moss can just grab the ball and put it knee where
you don't want to fumble it. Just take a knee and make them call timeout. Yeah. And I know they never take a snap under center ever, but if they were ever going to, this would be the time, wouldn't it? Moss in the shotgun, back at the 19-yard line. 13 seconds left in the game. Moss with the snap. Hands off to Marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown! They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do? How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously fired up, but the only thing you worry about is there's some time on the clock left. Sometimes you see some people fall down before the end zone there. There, he takes it right in the end zone. You go ahead right there with the points.
Extra point for Lance, who for a moment thought he was going to be the hero. And now he's just a guy kicking an extra point. That puts the Trojans up by 10. The point after touchdown brought to you by Terranea Resort, a luxury resort like no other. What a ball game. Good lordy lord. Huh?
Looks like some LSU fans are deciding that the last 8 seconds they're not going to wait for.
27-20, not 17. 27-20. Is there a chance in your heart and your mind that LSU let him score there so they could get the ball and have a chance?
Yeah, it didn't look like it. I don't know. It's the 8 seconds. If you're thinking of it from the defensive perspective, there's just not a lot of time. I think you'd rather have him kick the ball there because he's already missed one earlier. I'd like to chance.
I tend to agree with you, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. 8 plays, 75 yards in a minute 39. They got the ball back with a minute 47. Well, I said it was going to be on the final play of the game. I was darn close, don't you think?
Yeah.
Kickoff. Do you squib this?
That's what Bert says.
Lance. Bert says squib it. Coach Iwata, they kick it deep. Don't give it to Xavier Thomas. It's in the end zone. And so LSU with 8 seconds to go will have 2 plays, maybe a sideline pass and then a long one, and hope for a penalty.
3 timeouts, 8 seconds. Yeah, you got 2 plays.
Yep, and your timeouts, right. Well, classic, great opener.
Yeah, got to.
No matter which way this was going to go in the fourth quarter, this was a classic great opener.
You don't want to let them get to midfield where they have a chance to throw that Hail Mary.
That's right. That's right.
You got to come up here and not let them, not just give them midfield here.
And no extracurricular after the play, and no helmet-to-helmet contact. Trojans playing like 4 safeties back at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I already don't like that.
But if you throw it over the middle to the 35 and you run out to the 50 and call timeout, Nussmeier does exactly that. That is intercepted. Mason Cobb puts an exclamation point on this one at the 40-yard line. The Trojans with the interception. The first turnover of the night for LSU. We finally got one. And the Trojans now can take the victory formation, take a knee, and it'll be all over. And Brian Kelly can complain all he wants to the referees. We finally beat the guy. Not easy. Good coach. That guy's a good coach.
Does he call the timeouts here? What kind of sportsmanship?
Well, there's 4 seconds left. All you got to do is take a knee here. He's not going to call timeout.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I would be surprised. Into the game comes backup center Killian O'Connor. Trojans should put a couple of players back about 30 yards, just in case. They're taking the victory formation, waiting for the official signal. The ball is ready for play. Under center, Miller Moss takes a knee, and the Trojans have won the ball game. USC 27, LSU 20, and the Trojans out on the field celebrating with their fans. I wish more of them would go shake hands with the LSU players, absolutely. Some of the LSU guys heading up the tunnel prematurely, but some are coming out to the center of the field. And, well, they all should be proud of a great football game that we watched here tonight in Las Vegas.
Yeah, quite a show tonight, Pete. Both teams battled all day. Let's go down to Jordan Moore. He has a special guest.
I got Kyron Hudson. What is the emotion like on this field right now?
You see the hard work we put in? We didn't say no words. We just worked. Hey, when you got a brotherhood like this, nothing can stop you.
You made 2 of the toughest catches I've seen in a long time tonight. Take us through the first one. How'd you make that?
Man, Miller put in a great spot, and he put it there for me to make a play, and so I did.
Then there were probably a couple that you wish you had back, but how good does it feel to basically win the game on that tough sideline catch?
Man, hey, when the play's there, you just got to make them. You got to make every opportunity you have. Those catches I didn't make, but best believe next week I'm going to make those. So
we talked so much about the offense. How about the defense giving you guys chance after chance to go win the game?
Hey, defense win championships. It's simple. They went out there, they balled out. I'm so happy for them. And look at us right now.
What can this win do for this season?
Hey, we got a whole season ahead of ourselves. This is a good first win. Let's be ready to attack the next week.
It was a great first win, led by Captain Kyron Hudson, who made 2 tremendous catches, including one which basically turned out to be the game winner.
Thank you, Jordan. We'll come back down to you, if not sooner, certainly in the Trojan locker room as we go to the locker room show. Sean, before the season and all off season, people are saying, what do you think? What's going to happen this season? And I said, look, there's 3 games at the start of the year. There's LSU, there's Michigan at the Big House, and there's Penn State at the Coliseum. And if the Trojans win 2 of those 3 games, they can afford to lose one of them.
Yep.
But if they win 2 of those 3, they're probably going to be 10-1 going into the Notre Dame game at the end of the season. And they'll probably win that and be a playoff team. But you got to win another one. You got to beat Michigan back there. You got to beat Penn State at the Coliseum. One of those 2, and then not spit the bit against somebody else.
I'm enjoying this one right now, Pete. I'm here.
I hear you.
I'm here right now.
But look, my point is we got one.
No doubt we got the one tonight. But this victory right here is huge, man. Just right away, Lincoln Riley's signature win, probably his biggest win as a Trojan coach right now, coming out and getting this opener when no one thought they could get it done against this SEC team that everyone thought was going to knock them all over the place. A great football game. Hats off to LSU too. But oh man, what a way to start the season. Proud of the guys out there talking all week back and forth. The LSU guys able to pull it out in a hard-fought battle. Way to go, Trojans.
The difference in the game, Miller Moss was cool and calm on that last drive, and really cool and calm all game long. He was under some pressure a couple of times. He and Nussmeier should be very proud of what they did here tonight. Both really had good numbers. And it came down to a last drive in the last 2 minutes, and the Trojans were the ones that were able to pull it off.
Yeah, both guys went at it today. A big heavyweight fight between those 2 quarterbacks with 27 of 36 for 371 and a touchdown for Miller Moss. A great game, and when we needed him, the team needed him, it was Miller time as he delivered, leading the Trojans down the field for a touchdown.